Hey everybody, Goosebumps are Dummies here, back at again with another cringy Garfield shirt as per usual, and today we're going to be talking about Goosebumps Series 2000, my favorite series, as you all probably know by now. I love this series. Series 2000 is way darker than the original series, and more for my age group, older kids, still kids, but they're older. And today we're actually going to be doing a retro tin, yes. Another retro tin video. Last time I did this was actually not too long ago, and I did it for summer, and it has been kind of highly requested. I've seen a few people want me to do it, even when I started this retro tin little series. And yeah, we're finally getting around to it with my Series 2000 retro tin. I plan to do 5 of these eventually. Probably going to be within the next year. I mean, like a whole year. And we're going to start off with our first retro tin being the most popular Series 2000 books, the 5 most popular, because this series is actually like perfect for getting retro tins. It is rounded out. It has 25 books. That is 5 retro tins. It's perfect. Or you could do maybe a tin of 10, call it a day, because there's not very many popular ones in this era of Goosebumps, to be fair. But I've narrowed it down to pretty predictable picks, but still cool nonetheless. So let's just dive right into this. Starting off with the most likely to end up in a tin for Series 2000. Bride of the Living Dummy. It is a Slappy book. It's very popular for Slappy books, and it's one of the first. No explanation really needed, honestly. Yeah, it's Bride of the Living Dummy. You kind of just get the point. It's bound to be in there if we get that one. So yeah, if we get a retro tin for 2000, they've got to include that. Now, for my next pick, this one is mainly because of the movie, and that's kind of what popularized this book, and also because usually it's a fan favorite when it comes to being read. And that is The Haunted Car. Yes, The Haunted Car. This was actually used in the Goosebumps movie, which is kind of why it's popular. And yeah, it's a decent book. I think all of these are decent in some extent. And yeah, this is just another popular one. There's not really what to be said. The movie really popularized it, and kind of makes sense to throw it in here. And it's kind of cool to see a later Series 2000 book in this tin, because I really thought none of them were going to end up in here until I remembered this book exists. By the way, I need a new copy. Jesus Christ. That's my only copy of the OG Haunted Car. I only have reprints, which aren't as cool. Moving on, we have another obvious pick, Cry of the Cat. It is the startup, it is the commonly most praised, I believe, and though R.L. Stine doesn't like it, I think it would be very sensible to throw this in here. It's Cry of the Cat. It is like the face of Series 2000. Besides Bride of the Living Dummy, like those two are the most popular. And also it's not a sequel, so I kind of want to have a little bit of variety because there are 2 sequels in this list. Next up, another haunted car scenario. This one is very predictable, and this was bound to be in here. Attack the Graveyard Ghouls. This is just flat out, yeah, no shit, this is gonna be in here. This is a fan favorite, straight off the bat. I don't even know if it was before the movie, but it is a fan favorite. A lot of people love it, and I actually, just read it. I'm at page 90. It was used in the movie, heavily used, way more than Haunted Car. Even name thrown out there. They're ghouls, So, they're kind of a recognizable character, book, whatever. Now, for this final pick, this one is definitely not very popular, but the reason it's thrown in here is because it has a certain Goosebumps IP in its title, and also, it's kind of still a little popular. And amongst the other titles, this is just one that I see people reading more, and probably would just be more leaning to buy this, especially since it's recognizable. But on a recognizable book, recognizable title, and that is Return to Horrorland. Horrorland. It's very self-explanatory. Yeah. Horrorland. What else needed to be said? Everybody knows about Horrorland. If you know about Goosebumps, you know about Horrorland. It is very surface level stuff. So this would easily become a popular book if this was actually, made into a tin or reprinted. Come on, reprint this thing. Maybe. kind of would fuck up the Horrorland series timeline, but whatever. Yeah, this is one I could totally see being thrown into a retro tin. Pretty standard video. I thought this was a pretty predictable list. We have like the 5 most popular, well-known Series 2000 books, and that is exactly what the first retro tin did for the OG series. I think this will get a lot more interesting to see what I would come up with for what they would pick. You know, Scholastic's dumbass employees. No offense, kind of. It's kind of a fun idea. I mean, this is an easily predictable one, but the next ones, when we get into the scarier or wackier books, it's going to be very interesting. So, yeah. This is just kind of the start of this series of Series 2000 Retro Tins. Yeah, predictable, but whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. Also, tell me your ideas for a list below. Do you think these are the most likely choices? Do you think maybe Return to Horrorland should be switched out with another one? Tell me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.